All right, what's up, guys? YouTube. Yes, I'm back giving another video, and I know it's been a while since I posted a video in general. So, and yes, I'm back to trucking again, and this time I went with Heartland Express. So, I'm gonna just be mainly covering most of the things from day one, at least try to keep on the short side of it. Um, at least the most important stuff you guys need to know before you even come to Heartland Express. So, and I'll explain my reason why I went with Heartland at the end. Let's just say that. So, yes, I did get this driver manual book, so it explains really the most important stuff. And yes, they do own Smith Transport over here, CFI, and Miller's Transfer over there. So as you can tell, the company is doing pretty well. So, and yes, it's a mega carrier. So, I'll explain one of my main reasons why in end. So I'm just going to discuss on the main requirements before you can apply for Heartland. If you ever think about applying for Heartland, there's some things you do need to know. So I'm just going to go off by the minimum qualifications employment. So the minimum qualification to get hired on from Heartland, right? You must meet all federal motor carrier safety regulations. That's one of them. 2, you must have a CDL, and any state obviously has common sense. And no more than one serious traffic conviction in the last 3 years. For examples, excessive speeding, that means driving basically 15 miles per hour over the speed limit. Following this scene too close, reckless driving. And no traffic conventions in the last 5 years. And by the way, it's for the last 3 years, so I'm just gonna move on from that part because it's pretty much that. So no traffic conviction in the last 5 years. You can't have a DUI for that part, which obviously it just makes sense on that. It's a common sense thing. And you must be at least 21 years of age before you join Heartland Express. And also, I don't know why they haven't updated this part yet because I'm gonna go over that in a little bit once I read this. So it says you must have 6 months of verifiable tractor trailer driving experience or the completion of finished training to supplement experience. So I'm explaining what all that means. So as for the 6 months part, they did change it. They did recently change it this year. So it's no longer you need 6 months experience anymore. You need basically 12 months experience now from most positions from Heartland. And I believe the Texas regional position, the Texas regional, I can't talk right now. The Texas regional position, basically, I think it still does require 6 months experience. Don't quote me on that. It could probably just change. But from what I know, I think all the other giant positions from Heartland, they do require 12 months experience now. So that's if you didn't go do that training and all that stuff. But keep mindful, if you live in California, there is no CDL training from Heartland, but any other state there probably is. So just putting that out there for that. All right, to the next one. You can't have no more than 4 moving violations in the last 3 years. No more than 2 violations in the last 12 months. These 2 are still true, still within hold today. And the next one's pretty big. Likely that didn't happen to me in that case, even though it kind of did. But I'm explaining to it in a little bit. So no major preventable accident. Keyword major preventable accidents. That means a DOT wreckable accident. Luckily, I don't have a DOT recordable accident on my record, so just putting out there. I know I talked about me getting a preventable accident a long time ago, so around the summertime, but there was nothing too major or anything like that. So they're really just looking for major accidents, just as long as you don't. It's like one-time thing, you don't do it again. As long as it doesn't cause you to terminate from your job kind of thing, then you should be fine, honestly. And then the next one is, I'm not sure how true this is, but we'll just have to wait and see. But it highly doubt it's gonna happen to me because of the region I'm gonna be doing now. You may need to be willing and able to cross the border into Canada. So I'm thinking this is mostly for the 48 state driver, I feel like. So it may be Western 11. I'm not too sure, but I didn't apply for any of those positions, so I don't have to worry for that. So this is the major stuff. And then the other thing they are very, very strict on, and they kind of talked about this kind of strict, I should say. They do not want you to chain up at all. Yes, I said it. You don't have to chain up. Yay. From my experience, I do not like that shit. I'm just gonna put that out there. You know, I don't like chain up at all. So, and I'm kind of glad that this company is very strict of you not chain up, just like Martin is. You know, I know. So now this company I know of, Heartland Express and Martin Transport, they're both very strict of you not chain up. So that means like they don't want you to chain up at all. They rather pay you to sit there and wait out till the storm basically lifts off, you know, at least when the chain loss basically has been lifted. So that's good to know. And I'm actually okay with that, if anything, because, and like I said before, from my experience, I hate chaining up. So, and I said that in my May orientation videos before, but I can tell you this, I hate chaining. So I'm kind of glad they don't force you to chain up, so they don't want you to chain up at all, to the point like they want you to shut down. So just keep it mindful. This company is not forced to chain at all. Just putting that out there for that. So if you do not like chain up, then this company might be the fit for you. I'm just saying. So, and then I do want to talk about what else I was going to talk about. So, what to expect on your first day, right? What to expect from day one, it's just gonna be a lot of paperwork, honestly, and more just verifying everything that you basically put in for your application. So there's a lot of paperwork involved, so it's not really too much to do today from day one. They did feed us pretty good, honestly, on that. So we didn't have no Subway or anything like that. We actually had like a really good like sandwich spot place. I forgot the name of it, but their sandwich was pretty good. So they do feed you pretty good here. So at least for rotation wise, they do. So, and all right. So I think I talked most of the things I was talking about anyway. So it's not too much on day one. I'm probably gonna do day two the next day. Talk about, because tomorrow basically is the road test for me for the next day. Doing the road test / pre-trip test in day two. So I'll probably be covering that, honestly. But I'm probably not going to be covering day three, because on day three, that's basically the day I get my own assigned truck for that day. So I'm probably just only going to cover day 1 and 2, honestly, to be real with you. And day 3, honestly, is just finishing verifying stuff and finishing paperwork. And it's just basically having the ELD training, because the ELD is very different, and I never used this before, because from my last company, all I ever used was a Qualcomm, so it's very simple and easy to use. And so I gotta just have, my main thing I just really have to learn on is the Isaac ELD tablet, honestly. I just have to learn how to use that, which they're gonna go over that on the 3rd day. So with that, on how to use it and all that stuff. So I feel like that's like really the training I really need, is the ELD, because apparently it is pretty different from the Qualcomms on how to use it. So yeah, it should be fun with that. So on the upside is, at least I don't gotta do no homework like I did with May. I'm just saying. So it gets easier, I guess, over time, I guess. So yeah, I guess it all depends on the company, right? So what's interesting about Heartland, I'm talking specifically for the Northwest guys, like basically if you're doing like Georgia Pacific account, dedicated account, which they do have that too as well, and Northwest Regional too as well, and you're trying to figure out which region I went with. So the regional. So oh yes, I forgot to mention. Yes, I am regional now. So I'm only out for 5.5 days, 2 full days off, basically like a 40-hour reset. So the schedule, I can't complain about that. It's a pretty good schedule. So compared to being out 10 to 14 days at a time, but 2-3 days off, it's not too bad, honestly. Before, so, but it's not too bad, honestly, with that part. So the other thing is, this company is very strict about you being bobtail, so they do want you to stay hooked up to the trailer. Honestly, most of the time, honestly, at least from what they said in orientation. So they're very strict of you being bobtail. They really want you to have a connected to an empty trailer or stay connected to a trailer most of the time. So most likely when you go on home time, you're gonna have to either park at a terminal or a truck stop or something like that, or something that has truck parking, basically, that even if it's empty, you still gotta be connected to a trailer kind of thing. So I feel that's one of the cons, I feel like, but that's something for me to get used to. I don't think it's a deal breaker to me, honestly, because I just got used to doing that over time. So that's what I did my last company anyways, with that part. Let's see, what else did I not cover? Where is it at? Sorry, y'all, I'm just trying to find it right now. And I think I have to go to page 52. So, luckily, they're going to let us keep this manual book, so it does help with the company procedures and things like that. So, another thing about Heartland is, this is only for the Northwest regional guys / Georgia Pacific, only for Oregon and Washington, Idaho, I believe, and Montana, I think. So, and yes, they do have 4-axle trailers. So, just in case you're doing a Northwest or Georgia Pacific or whatever. So, just expect that to haul one of those trailers sometimes. But I heard it's really hard to back with those trailers because of the radius and all that. And the drop axle, it turns on the opposite side, I believe. Don't call me that. I never drove a trailer that has 4 axles on there. So that's something very, very new and something, I'm probably going to have to deal with one of these days. So, especially if I'm doing loads in Oregon or like Washington or whatever. But, so, just in case you guys don't know, you have 4-axle trailer. And then the back axle basically is like a drop axle, basically. Well, at the drop axle, it is 42,500 pounds max weight. And then with the drop axle, it is 50,000 pounds. At the max, you could load on the trailer, basically. I believe. But don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. So, think about it now. I think it's like at least 60. But, yeah. So, just to let you guys know on that. So no, I did not sign for the Northwest Region or Georgia Pacific dedicated account with them. I went with the Southwest Regional just because I kind of want to stay down south for a little bit and try the Southwest states, if anything. So I'm going to be going to California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah, and I believe New Mexico too as well. So I'm basically doing 4 or 5 states. So it should get me back home in time, and I'm only like maybe 1,000-mile away from home radius, so like I'm only gonna be 2 days away from home, so yeah, so I won't be too far from home like that. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments of that. So like I said, it's not too much for day one. It's just basically just going over paperwork, just double verifying everything, make sure everything's correct from your application kind of thing that you filled out for. So, and then yeah, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'll be back with another vlog I mean, not vlog. I gotta stop saying vlogs because I'm so used to doing trucking vlogs to the point I'm so used to saying that. So I gotta keep my mindset not trying to do that. So that's one of the things I expect from day one orientations, which is not very much, honestly. But I feel like it's mainly day two. That's like, yeah, you know, you get what I'm trying to say. But all right, guys, I'm gonna go and relax. Probably catch a little bit. Gave me a little bit of nap at least, honestly, since I've been up since like 6. So actually, scratch that. I've been up since 5. So I kind of, my brain is like, you need a nap right now. So I think I'm gonna go do that. So all right, guys, I'm gonna catch you guys until the next video. Peace.